Oh no. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, Chapter 22, entitled Prithu Maharaj Meeting with the Kumaras. Text 12. Swagatam vo dvidashreshta Swagatam vo dvidashreshta Yad vratani mumukshavaha Yad vratani mumukshavaha Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bhala Eva Brihanti Cha Bhala Eva Brihanti Cha Swagatam Vodija Shreshta Yadvratani Mumukshavaha Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bhala Eva Brihanti Cha Swagatam Vodija Shreshta Yadvratani Mumukshavaha Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bhala Eva Brihanti Cha Swagatam Vojida Shreshta Yadvratani Mumukshavaha Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bhala Eva Brihanti Cha. Prabhu. Yadvritani mumukshavaha Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bhala Eva Brihanti Cha. Swagatam Vodvida Shreshta Yadvritani mumukshava charanti shraddhaya dhira bhala eva brihanti cha. Swagatam vo dvijya shreshta Yadvritani mumukshavaha charanti shraddhaya dhira bhala eva brihanti cha. Swagatam vo dvijya shreshta Yadvritani mumukshavaha charanti shraddhaya dhira bala eva brihanti cha. Swagatam vojida shreshta Yadvritani mumukshavaha charanti shraddhaya dhira bala eva brihanti cha. Swagatam vodida shreshta Yadvritani mumukshavaha charanti shraddhaya dhira bhala eva brihanti cha. Swagatam vojida shreshta Yadvritani mumukshavaha charanti shraddhaya dhira bala eva brihanti cha. Swagatam vodvija shreshta Yadvritani mumukshavaha charanti shraddhaya dhira bhala eva brihanti cha. Word for word meaning. Su-agatam, welcome. Va, unto you. Dvija Shreshtaha, the best of the Brahmanas. Yat, whose. Vritani, vows. Mumukshavaha, of persons desiring liberation. Charanti, behave. Shraddhaya, with great faith. Dhira, controlled. Balaha, boys. Eva, like. Brihanti, observe. Cha, also. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation, please respond. Maharaj Prithu offered his welcome to the four Kumaras, addressing them as the best of the Brahmanas. He welcomed them, saying, from the beginning of your birth, you strictly observed the vows of celibacy, and although you are experienced in the path of liberation, you are keeping yourselves just like small children. Purport: the specific importance of the Kumaras is that they were brahmacharis living the life of celibacy from birth. They kept themselves as small children, about 4 or 5 years old, because by growing into youth, one's senses sometimes become disturbed and celibacy becomes difficult. The Kumaras therefore purposefully remain children because in a child's life, the senses are never disturbed by sex. This is the significance of the life of the Kumaras, and as such, Maharaj Prithu addressed them as the best of the Brahmanas. Not only were the Kumaras born of the best Brahmana, Lord Brahma, but they are addressed herein as Dvija Shrestha, the best of the Brahmanas, on account of their being Vaishnavas also. As we have already explained, they have their sampradaya, disciplic succession, and even to date the sampradaya is being maintained and is known as the Nimbarka Sampradaya. Out of the four sampradayas of the Vaishnava Acharyas, the Nimbarka Sampradaya is one. Maharaj Prithu specifically appreciated the position of the Kumaras because they maintained the brahmacharya vow from the very beginning of their birth. Maharaj Prithu, however, expressed his great appreciation of Vaishnavism by addressing the Kumaras as Vaishnava Shrestha. In other words, everyone should offer respect to a Vaishnava without considering his source of birth. Vaishnave Jati Buddhi. No one should consider a Vaishnava in terms of birth. The Vaishnava is always the best of the Brahmanas, and as such, one should offer all respects to a Vaishnava, not only as a Brahmana, but as the best of Brahmanas.
So this is Prithu Maharaj meeting with the Kumara. We understand that Kumara are one of the Mahajan. So Mahajana Janagata Sapantha. You want to make advancement, you have to follow the Acharyas. There are 12 Mahajan. We should follow their footprints. What are these? Anybody knows? Narada, Swayambhu, Shambhu. Then Kapila, Manu, Vaiyasuki, Bhishma, Janaka, Prahlad, Boli, Jamaraj. Any other I missed something I want to. Kumara, yes. That's right, Kumara. So, and from this Kumara, one of the Sampradaya is coming. That is Nimbarka Sampradaya, is it? Just a minute. Vishnu Swami from Rudra Sampradaya. And from Kumara, I think Kumara is Vishnu. Kumara is that Nimbarka. So there are four sampradayas, and we belong to Brahma, from Brahma, Madhya, Gauriya, ISKCON. That is our sampradaya. Anyway, so we follow, let's see, Madhya Gauriya last Prabhupada, and after that now going on, we are seeing how it is going. So let's see what Prabhupada said. Here, Prabhupada is saying, other than Prabhupada, the other leaders, this is what the great sage Jaggobalka said, because they are the ideal brahmachari, Kumara. Say that, Karmana, what brahmacharya or celibacy means? Brahmacharya means celibacy. Karmana manasa vacha. The vow of a brahmacharya is meant to help one completely abstain from sex indulgence in work, in words, and mind. Karmana means work. Manasa means mind. Vacha by words at all times, under all circumstances, in all places. Is in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, part 13 and 14, it is there, and the purport most probably. But it is the quotation from Jaggovalpa. And then our Sridhar Swami says, there are 8 aspects of brahmacharya as described by Sridhar Swami's commentary on Bhagavatam. Sharanam, Kirtanam, Keli, Prekshanam. Very difficult though, I know. Gujja akshanam sankalpa adhyavasayascha kriya nivrittir evacha. These are 8 things. Prabhupada also sometimes says, slight fall down, brahmachari practice, which is almost next to impossibility, I think. These are 8, I'm telling you. Think about opposite sex. Speak about sex life. Dilly-dallying with opposite gender. Look lustfully at the opposite sex. Talk intimately with opposite gender. Decide to engage in sensual, sexual intercourse. Endeavor for this life. Engage in sex life. One who practices brahmacharya is called a brahmachari. In the varnashram system, brahmachari is ashram. That means it implies spiritual life. This is the beginning of life. According to Vedic principle, the first part of life should be utilized in brahmacharya for the development of character and spiritual qualities. This is in the beginning, Prabhupada said in ISKCON 1965. He said like this. So he said, I will start with this. We'll have a school. It's called Gurukul. And there one should learn. Brahmacharya life means try to learn, control the mind and the senses. Just simply under the order for the good of Guru, day and night work. That is brahmachari life. Enter into at the age of 5 or 6. So Prabhupada start in Dallas, Gurukul. And throughout the world, wherever there are grihastha living, especially in the farms, like say Mayapur, there's a new Vrindavan, I don't know, I think so. Vrindavan school and many other places he started. Because he said, this Gurukul is the future of ISKCON. It's still there. They simply study scripture, do everything simple. From the early morning, they start with Jagga, Mangalarati, all these things. And learn. Simply trained by Guru to become a brahmachari. Now, what he said here, all these things, is next to almost impossible, you see. Now, as the advanced civilization means always enhancing only sense gratification, either subtle or gross. So it's very difficult. So it's almost a challenge. You can see in the life of Ajamil, who is a great devotee. Ajamil was a perfect Brahmin. When he was a little boy, his father will be sending. The Brahmin means he was born in a Brahmin family. Still now that place is there. It's called Kanna Kubj in North India, near Kanpur somewhere. Used to be. And there are many Brahmins. And one Brahmin has got a son whose name was Ajamil. And his father, usually son are trained by father, he thinks he will be like me. Usually, doctor, just like you see engineers. So Brahmin son, businessman. I have seen this. Everybody see in this family. Same thing. It's easier because he sees his father. So his father will ask him, dear Ajamil, can you bring for me in the morning, take something, carry little flowers, bring some tulsi leaves, bring some flowers, some fruits nearby. And if there Kanpur, Ganga is the Ganges water, so that he can worship Narayan. Every Brahmin usually worship Narayan Shila. Our ISKCON also, but allowed some, those are qualified Brahmin, not just initiated Brahmin. In this connection, I tell you one story. After, of course, if I remind me about Ajamil. So Ajamil was trained by his father doing this. So this way he is doing devotional service, helping his father doing devotional service. But one day he saw always this there. Even Satyuga there are prostitutes. What to speak of now? Treta Yuga, fallen little. People lost many things. They used to live divided by 10, 100,000 years, then it used to live 1,000 years, 10,000 years. Then more fallen, as the Kali Yuga advancing, so become 1,000. And then now 100 came Kali Yuga, usually people. Just to be pious and live a regulated life. So anyway, at that time, Ojamil's time, and now Kali Yuga, Ojamil Swain Yuga, I can't remember. Anyway, it was Kanuj and the Brahmin he's bringing. He saw, which is nothing nowadays around the world. One man and woman, young, they looked to that he saw when he went, suddenly, because of Asat Sangha, it is not in his hand, in the darkness he saw something, and man and woman enjoying. They are drunk, their eyes are rolling reddish, sometimes laughing. They're enjoying, embracing, kissing, all these things. There's nothing unusual in most of the part of the world nowadays, except a few parts. But they have the access, watching. Coming advance, Facebook, what is that, YouTube, what are the others, Twitter, so many, and so irresistibly attractive. Everybody knows. Even in some cases in newspaper, see, doctor says, keep this cell phone out, otherwise I cannot give you medicine, this, that. You are mad after even sleeping at night, you keep it near your head, many people. So attached. And everything is there, your diary, your license, number, everything, your passport, visa, everything is there. You can put it. You don't have to carry some briefcase. Just put it in the pocket. Advance. Dictionary. Everything. So anyway, it's a big attachment. You want to see the news, world news. So many things. Anyway, so for him, to, at that time, it's very, he never seen all these things. He's a good brahmachari. He had samo. Brahmin means he controls his mind. Damo, control his senses. Brahmin means like that. Tapo, he does tapasya. We also do. If I may say, today, how many of us got up early in the morning so that you can come to Mangalarati or do your job or finish before sunrise? How many of you finished job already? 16 rounds. This is nothing, Prabhupada said, these 16 rounds. First he told 4 times of that. And they make a long face. Okay, half. Again, long face. So Prabhupada said, quarter. That's enough. I cannot make less than this. So some, our sister organization, make it 1/4 of it. You just do 4 rounds. Just do work. Think, Prabhupada said, all your strength come from this. You strictly follow 4 regulative principles. That is your sinless then. Major sin. Come to Mangalarati, do 16 rounds as early as possible. It's nothing. Take only prasad and prasad only, cooked by the devotee. Stay away from materialistic people. Materialistic people, those are interested in sense gratification. Then you are spiritually strong. Your sadhana is strong. But now, Prabhupada, what? I have got so much responsibility. So, how many rounds you have done now? Now 10 o'clock. Prabhupada, I don't find time. I did 2 rounds. Go back here. What is your first duty? First duty? Well, you said finishing 16 rounds and Mangalarati. So, what can I do? Then anything can happen to you. In front of Maya, you are surrounded. Even inside the temple, it could be victim of Maya. You can be looking at the deity, maybe thinking something else. Yes? It's not unlikely. So you are where your consciousness is. Not that I am in the temple, I am spiritual world. Where is your consciousness? Is the consciousness Krishna conscious? Then you are in the spiritual world. That is real brahmachari. He is surrounded by most attractive objects, but he is not there, his mind. This is real brahmachari, Prabhupada says. Some may say he is unsocial, he is not associating with others. Huh? Something funny, strange. People may think strange. This is very unusual in these days, like that. Not to, isolate himself. Something strange. Huh? They will think. They think this is natural, but this is Vedic culture. And Prabhupada says, if you maintain it, well, you have got very chance. You can become a good Vaishnava, good sannyasi, good grihastha. Even a grihastha in ISKCON, Krishna consciousness, he can become a brahmachari. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's all devotee. Most of them are grihastha, but at heart, they are pretty renounced, they are not attached. It's better to live something which is practical. In Kali Yuga, according to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, ideal life is grihastha life. But that grihastha is ideal. He can be called brahmachari also. Because he does not think my wife will give me, is meant for my sense pleasure. Then he can be a brahmachari also, though dressing like a grihastha. We live together for the propagation of Krishna consciousness, spiritual life. They have children, nothing wrong. But to bring them Krishna consciousness, everybody, a house is an ideal Vaishnava life, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur shows. He had more than 10 sons, Prabhupada said, 10 children, not all sons, son and daughter. Still, he goes to work, he was a magistrate. He's not staying in the temple. When he comes back home, after a little break, he will some or other take something, maybe milk and chapati or something, most of it, and go to take rest at night, 8 o'clock, get up 12 o'clock, and do his whole spiritual activity, writing. In this way he wrote 100 books or more. But is it grihastha means he must have children. Grihastha means there must be grihini, wife, otherwise he is not grihastha. And children. No children, no, this is not grihastha. Because why? Grihastha means putra thikyotva. You get married because of getting children. What children? Vaishnava children. You pray to the Lord. My dear Lord, give me some Vaishnava son, daughter. That is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, though he is a grihastha, he had got such a person empowered. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, which Prabhupada first saw with a little association, and Prabhupada see what today he is doing. Empowered Prabhupada. You just pray to Jagannath, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. But we are also praying that doesn't necessarily fulfill. Krishna will see, Jagannath is how much you are surrendered, how much you are sincere, trying our best and serious. So he reciprocates. And a person like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, who became the guru of Prabhupada, Gaudiya Math, so many sannyasis, opened so many institutions, Gaudiya, maybe 62 or 64 throughout India, and tried outside. And Prabhupada was successful. He was such a guru. Sannyasis used to go to learn from him. What is the Siddhanta? So dress is not sannyasi, you have to know. A Vaishnava, pure devotee, is much, much greater than a sannyasi. You can see from the story of Maharaj Ambarish is trying to be harassed by big sannyasi guru, Durvasa Muni. How many disciples? 60,000? So proud, high nose, arrogant. Why they will respect him? He's the Grihastha. He has to be man, Maya. Things like that. Why people respect him so much? Then later on, he came to understand who he is. Don't see him Grihastha. See, in terms of devotee, he's a Vaishnava. Real Vaishnava is beyond Varnashram Dharma. He is beyond sannyas. Sannyas is Varnashram Dharma. A Vaishnava is beyond that. So one who is a real Vaishnava, he always transcends this brahmacharya, sannyas, all these things. Some can become, by the mercy of his Guru. They transcend, they don't have to go through. This is a gradual process. Start, build your character under the guidance of a Vaishnava, Guru. Even Krishna himself goes to Sandipani Muni and showed how to become a brahmachari, dedicate his life. Brahmachari Guru Grihe, Vasandanta Guru Ritam. To please Guru, even whole day he is working, going for begging, this, that, doing jagga, whatever Guru says. All menial service of the Guru he is doing. And by the mercy or blessing of Guru, his life is molded, how to control senses, how to control mind. And without that, naturally there is every possibility to succumb to Maya. And we see this thing, it's always happening. Many in big organization maybe haven't done brahmachari life. So there is possibility and happen. It's very difficult. That is why Prabhupada said, I am starting this thing. And you don't add, don't subtract. You'll get the result. That is what is happening. Brahmachari means the one who is in a brahmacharya ashram. Brahmacharya, who is in the spiritual platform, supposed to have by controlling senses. Now if you ask here, yesterday I was discussing, how many can say, I have got control over senses, I am going through the street, common people are victim like that. Nearby shop. Hut, don't mind. So we have to make that. People like. You take, offer to Krishna. Everything is provided in Krishna's sansar, Krishna's family. We are Krishna's family. Members. The Krishna's family in Dwaraka, they are enjoying everything. We are, this ISKCON is like that. Prabhupada says, if you go back to spiritual world, again you have another ISKCON. Nice prasad, nice dress, everything is provided. But all dovetail with Krishna consciousness. Hi Bob. You are awake? Excuse me. Don't mind. Feel like drowsy. This is very important. Prabhupada said, that is why Prabhupada said, this movement is meant for building character. Otherwise, sometimes Prabhupada highly appreciated. This is my heart. You do this. You want to make me happy. You want to please me, please your spiritual master. Do this, do this, do this, do this. But if you simply do this, don't do this also. Come to Mangalarti, or get up early in the morning, that which is said, and do your job very nicely, attend class, all these things. The basic thing he said, do not change. Moment change, I saw what is the result in my 50 years' time. In 50 years' time, I saw so many changes, upheavals, topsy-turvy. We can learn so much from this. But it's already there in Prabhupada's books. If you take it seriously, you are not surprised. Take it seriously, you are not surprised. I am not surprised, many things I saw. I had also association with Prabhupada, personal, many times. And repeatedly he cautioned. I find it difficult to do, I must say. Try to remember. I think if at all I am surviving still, maybe because I tried as much as I did, and that is there. Maybe as you sow, so you reap, still surviving. So, we request Prabhupada again and again say, be very, very sincere and serious in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, you won't survive. Take it very seriously. And they are surviving still. There may be many, they may be grihastha, but is surviving. Many ladies may be surviving, may be doing simple things. They are not in the limelight in the society. But in the Krishna's heart, Krishna is showing the compassion that meek and humble, surviving. In the limelight, it is not very unlikely to become victim of so many things. One day, some of the things I'm saying, I don't like to say big talks. Someday, one devotee saying, Prabhupada, I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. There is chapter 15 most probably, or 16. Daiva Asur something. How we can know who is developing good qualities of demigods and the Lord, and others not, asuric. I see we have got many all these bad qualities. Read Ishvaro aham bhogi, everything is meant for my enjoyment. Whatever I see around, I am the center of everything, I am the controller. Ishvaro aham bhogi, Balavan, I am very powerful. I killed my rivals, got rid of, eliminated. And others are there, I am going to eliminate now. And Prabhupada, we have all this. Anything else? Yeah. Prabhupada said, Dambha, pride, Darpo, arrogance, conceit, enviousness, jealousy, harshness, ignorance, superiority feeling, shall I say complex. These are symptoms of demoniac quality. I see we have got all. You see, most of us. So I thought we have become Vaishnava. Because yes, you are Vaishnava. Seen from another angle, but these are subtle. You should, if you do nicely, follow, then you will gradually get, it takes time to get rid of. If you search within, you'll find all these things we have got. So this is a character building institution. Does not matter. So Prabhupada wrote down the symptom of a Vaishnava according to Chaitanya Charitamrita. There are 28 qualities. And Krishna told Uddhav, if you see really pure Vaishnava, not he has to be something big gun. I did this, I did that. No, that by you cannot judge always. But one thing you can definitely find, this they have to have, this symptom. These are this. Krishna is telling to Uddhav. Krishna is telling, I am winding up my pastime. I am going back to the spiritual world. Everything what I have to do, I have done. I also go. No. You go to Badrinath, and I am telling you, preaching to you about devotional service. Who is a real devotee? He has got these qualities. He told nearly about 28 qualities. And this will manifest. Does not matter he is a grihastha, he is sweeping floor or doing pujari. Women, grihastha, vanaprastha. Don't have, it's there it said you have to take sannyas. You have to be a big, so many institution, devotee, so many you made. Nothing of that sort written there. This is eternal. What Krishna says. For the time being, Prabhupada to encourage, you say, oh, you are great. You did this, you did that, very pleasing to me. Definitely pleasing to Prabhupada. This is one aspect, according to his inclination. Who had gave that service? Okay, you are expert in this. Do this service. But don't neglect doing your 16 rounds. Don't neglect to eat prasad. Don't eat outside often. Then you will be contaminated. Then you will succumb, susceptible to become victim of Maya. What saintly person say will happen. Dressing, Prabhupada said, is not brahmachari. Dressing is not renounced. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said, at heart become renounced. That is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associate. It is said Chaitanya Chaitamita. Mahaprabhu's Bhaktagan Vairagya Pradhan. Mahaprabhu's most of the followers are at heart renunciate. But externally they are all Grihastha. He is not attached to his wealth. The verse before say that those who are this, Grihastha life leading, simply amassing huge wealth, and never allow too much to sadhu come to their house, entertain them, help them, propagating Krishna consciousness, preaching. He is living with the deadly snakes. Snake, like school plays, something more explanation there. I don't want to get into it. But I know dead snake is sometimes considered as a kalo sarpa, like a death personified. When somebody snake is snake, I am confronting death person any moment. So one should see it. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, Tar moddhe jivavati lobhamaya sudurmati. Sharira avidya, this body is a lump of ignorance. But whole this material civilization based on this bodily pleasure. How to enhance it. I remember in my school days, I read a poem, Ulysses. Then one place it said, I will drink life to the least. That means last drop of wine, Dubone, or whatever you call. That is this material life. How to enjoy with our tongue and other senses. You take it out, most probably, some sadhu says, most the whole world will become mad. What? What is life for then? This is madness. That's why it's called animal life. This life is called like animals are after that. If that is our goal, sense gratification, nunang pramottadin, always he will be committing sinful activity. That is the basic thing. Drinking, killing animals in the slaughterhouse, big slaughterhouse, for their tongue's pleasure, just to take little bacon or whatever. Or chicken, whatever. Red rooster, I don't know how to go into it. Drinking, attachment to intoxicant, gambling, and illicit relation, too much free mixing. This is common now. In this state, ISKCON, we have a great responsibility. And Prabhupada showed how to do that. He set up example. Now, it is up to us how seriously we take it and act. And act. So one day, one boy, he is asking, Prabhupada told these stories, I'm just telling. He has got only mother. She went to a rishi to become a student, to be initiated by him. Name was Gautam Rishi. Prabhupada used to. This is a famous story in the Veda. Impersonal person all say. Impersonal don't accept Grihastha can be a brahmachari. But Vaishnavas say, difficult. But they are. So, all Vaishnava Sampradaya. But impersonalists don't accept this. So this boy, when he said this, I want to be your student, please accept me as your disciple and give initiation. Initiation is purpose a formality, is external. Are you dedicating your life for Guru's service? Then, by his blessing, he can become Guru. Otherwise, you are not a brahmachari. Under control of anybody, a Guru, independently moving around. So, he said, yes, I will give you. First, you tell your Gotra, who is your father? Huh? He went to his mother and said, I find myself, many boys don't play with me, they don't invite me, neither they ask my invitation to come to my place. Why I am like this? Eh? Hated by, ignored by everybody. Anyway, I asked you many times, you didn't who is my father. Now here you have to tell today. Then she says, look, I am serving many people. And simply by doing that, by intimate association, I got you, one of your masters, from a master. So this little boy is grown up enough to understand what it means. That she doesn't know. She even doesn't remember who is his father. He should know. He served so many people. So you tell your master, your teacher, spiritual, that my mother is Jabala. And I am Satyakam. This is my identity. More than that, I don't know. That is my mother's sin. And exactly this, he told Gautam Rishi. Gautam Rishi was very pleased. But we understand, he knows what it means. Gautam Rishi said, yes, I see. You have got all Brahmanical quality, you tell the truth. As Prabhupada says, simply hearing Kali Yuga, buying some thread or taking initiation does not become a qualified Brahmin. You can get some facility only. You cannot cheat God, you are cheating yourself, making grave of your spiritual life. Digging grave. Yes, I'll give initiation, bring on this. You have to understand, this boy is already Brahmin. This is real devotee. Another has got firm faith, just like little kids. Mommy, what is this? Daddy. And whatever they say, they accept it. We don't accept what Guru says or Scripture says. You always have got the tendency to doubt, and test. For a doubtful soul, he cannot make progress. He cannot be happy in this world. One should have implicit faith in the words of Krishna, Achyuta, he cannot make mistake. And Guru, pure devotee, he can, all the secrets of spiritual life will be revealed to him. He can know how he is making progress. Otherwise we face so many bitter situations later on. Take things for granted, I am this, I am that, and face many things far from pleasant. This is the life in the history of many societies, spiritual societies. By dressing, neither one become a grihastha, nor become a brahmachari, nor become a sannyasi, nor become a guru. Time, everything exposed. Yes? So we should take it very seriously, what is written in Scripture. Then we make progress. Otherwise, what Ajamil happened, how much we are fallen now. You are in a condition you can see. You are always seeing all these things. It's like taking tea or coffee. Nothing. What Ajamil saw. How one can remain brahmachari? How one can remain true sannyasi? But if you get the mercy, a blessing of saintly person like Prabhupada, we can. In other words, you have to strictly follow him with all sincerity and seriousness. Then you can make progress in this life. Doesn't matter. You are a grihastha woman, dressing the deity, cooking. You can become a first-class Vaishnava, simply following him. Thus we can see Jayananda Prabhu, who wanted to get married. Prabhupada said, no, don't get married now. You live like this, everything is okay, you can control. And he says, later on when he left his body, he was not in the limelight. Neither he was recognized officially by institution. But his guru could recognize him. And he said, I hope, when he came to know, get a letter from the devotees, authority, that Prabhupada, this boy Jayananda, a devotee, he left his body, suffering from leukemia, blood cancer. So Prabhupada commented, as I know him, I hope, he used this word something, in this very life, he'll go back to Godhead. He said that. So why not? Anybody can do. You follow the footprints of a good devotee like Jayananda. Don't accept official thing, I am a brahmachari, I am this and that. Why? Your goal is to become a pure devotee, irrespective of brahmachari. But if you do brahmachari life, it is safe. It is safe. If you practice this, it's safe. That is why Prabhupada says, this brahmachari institution, Gurukul, is the future of ISKCON. Don't add, don't subtract what I gave you. Then you are safe. Otherwise, what you will face, I don't want to say, read books and Prabhupada conversation. So I have to cooperate with the authority. But I have to tell also what my Guru said. Thus we can see here it says, Dhira. That's what the word was, Dhira is there. Dijo. Dijo means twice born. Jo means born. You are born from the womb of our mother. That is like any other living entity. One sense is just like any other living entity, born. But Dija means second birth, when he is initiated with Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri, simply it delivers us from a material existence of sense gratification if we regularly practice that. But to chant and to practice is a heaven and hell difference. How difficult it is to practice when you do the Gayatri. You think of, meditate. How we are meditating. But one thing good is, if by chanting Hare Krishna, you can get all these things, you can surpass Gayatri. This is Maha Mantra. Practicing, what Prabhupada says, we do that. Who are doing seriously, accordingly, the result follows. The Lord Shiva, one story, Dhira. Most of the people are adhira. The devotees are becoming dhira gradually. What the dhira means? Though he is the object of senses around him, and sometimes maybe in a most provoking situation, nobody is there alone. Still he is undisturbed. It is not just, I am not this body. No. He has the conviction, I am not this body. He has realized, so he acts like this. Not that mentally I am thinking I am not this body. No, no. Simply by devotional service, you will be convinced. More you become convinced, more you become undisturbed. Otherwise you are disturbed. So one story like that. The highest example of dhira. Of course, we are not saying we should be testing ourselves in different situations. Once demigods wanted a son by Lord Shiva and Parvati. So asked Parvati. She was a young girl, exquisitely beautiful, after leaving her body when her husband was insulted by his father-in-law. No, father. She was father-in-law, but to her, his father. Her father insulted her husband, who is topmost Vaishnava, Vaishnavanang Jatha Shambhu. He didn't give any sacrifice, other demigods giving. Not because he thinks he is my son-in-law. He should show me respect. Why I have to do all this? He's thinking in terms materially, relation. So Lord Shiva knew. He asked, every wife should be obedient to husband, ideal. Though husband also listen to wife's counseling. The Parvati seeing on the sky, so many aeroplanes going, not like this, jumbo jet, divine plane. And with their wife, they're going, nice dressing. And ladies like, I don't know, please excuse me. Yeah, they'd like to go to hospital, festival, everybody dressed nicely and then talk about all these things. I don't know. Please forgive me. Right or wrong, it's from Prabhupada's book. So they enjoy. and talking all these things. Naturally, sisters are going. He saw, he's trying, telling, if not with son or brother-in-law, this is Vedic system, don't go alone. And a woman looks nice with either his child, with her child, or with her husband. It is said in scripture. She should go. She's again, just like a nagging wife, otherwise she is not a wife. They're saying, wife must be nagging, please forgive me, any ladies. They're saying, she must be unlimited. Somebody said, you can please Subhag Maharaj. If you know married life, you can please God maybe, which is difficult. But to please your wife is very difficult. You say, what is your last final desire? Tell, darling. Tell, dear. She won't tell. Anyway, I don't want to ask you. He said like that. Very difficult. He will never say, this is my final desire. You gave it, I'm now happy. Do what will I? He will never say. She will never say like that. Anyway, I don't know. This is nothing to do with it. Anyway, so whatever may be, saying like that. So at one point, Lord Shiva he found, Lord Shiva is, strict. She won't go. So she got angry, annoyed. Just like many wives get angry. Even in our life, everybody sees, even he sees his mother against his father talking, angry, exchange. Silly, I'm go away. Take the son or something. And she went away. But really later on, she didn't like. Her mother said, why you came? You know your father. Mother, father, always well-wisher. This is the internal thing. So mother also likes her daughter, other than her father. The mother is saying, you know your father, why you are here without your husband. You know how your father treats and your father and your husband relation. She likes, because other sisters come, they will talk, socialize, they love it very much. I don't mind. I heard this thing from many. They like it, yes, I saw. You can't deny, there must be. So, then she got angry, seeing she is a great Vaishnava, no doubt. She is also pure devotee, Krishna Sinaji. She said, Father, you are, treating a great Vaishnava like this, materially, thinking, and don't give sacrifice, is insult. I don't want this body you gave me. And this way saying, she may say, she is a great yogini also. So she meditated and burned her body. Just meditation and all this. Again born as the daughter of Himalaya. And her name was Uma. And with one's beautiful wife, we should worship Uma, according to scripture. Many men do that. So Uma was approached when she was just at her youth, 17 years, something like that. It's like a flower, very attractive. And she was very beautiful, of no compare. Demigods came to her. What do you want from me? We want you accept Lord Shiva. Now she at that time, different life, who is in Kailash, accept her as your husband. What do you want me to do? I take some ingredients for worshipping. Still now India, grandmother tell granddaughter, go, today is a Shiv Puja, Shivratri, go worship Lord Shiva, give him flower, fruits, and sometimes just water and some bell leaf. Lord Shiva is pleased. It's minimum thing. And you will get a good husband by your mercy. Usually, girls, when they find themselves, can talk intimate things, even with grandmother. May not do everything with mother. Like that. That is saying, in India at least, I don't know here. Son also, talk to, not kind of father, mother, everything, but can to grandfather, allows everything. So anyway, what I have to do? You go and worship, he is there in Kailash. Okay, she is going. Go alone and worship him. And if he is pleased, you can. Why? Say, then we know you will have a son who will make him very powerful, We'll make him commander-in-chief of the demigods. He'll fight and we'll win. He's very powerful, he will be. Oh, I see. Okay. She agreed after their request. They requested her, please, please. And she went. And Shiva is meditating. Shiva's one name is called Digambar. Digambar means dik, means direction, is his clothing. In other words, he is hearing nothing. He knows I am not this body. He has got conviction. It's not we are saying, I am not this body. No, Baba. Test will say how much you are convinced. Your action will tell. You are agitated. And she's putting flowers, this, that. She's going to be her husband. But Shiva seems like he is completely absorbed something, meditating on Sankarshan, Krishna's another form. Understand? Even seems touching his body. Sometimes most sensitive organ he's touching. He is not agitated. And Kalidas wrote this thing. Kalidas is a world famous drama writer in the world, in Sanskrit. One of the drama, his name is Kumar Sambhava. Kumar means son. And he will come. He will appear. That is this case. So Prabhupada studied Sanskrit when he was in college. And Prabhupada mentioning this. There Kalidas is writing, this is the example, topmost sober person who can control his senses without being agitated. Dhira, highest example of Dhira is Dhira means undisturbed. Though he's being agitated, provoked, he is not getting it. He's a young girl, exquisitely beautiful. Nobody is there. And he is very beautiful. Lord Shiva looks like. Because if you strict brahmacharya you live, you look like this little boy. Prabhupada said, if you strictly follow brahmacharya, you may be very getting old. You won't look like that old. This is brahmacharya life. He learned this thing. Of course, you should not expect overnight become like Lord Shiva. Far from that. But at least surrounded by objective, attractive, you may not be feeling agitated. Don't test, but see yourself when you face this situation. Try. This is highest example of sober, dhira. Dhirastatra namo yati. One who cultivates this, he is not in illusion. He gets real knowledge. Simply reading books cannot get real knowledge. You have to experience it. So, this boy, and he gave him initiation. Another boy asking his mommy, the mommy is taking him to school, and he has got faith. He said, Mommy, I can go to school, but you have to take me. Why? I'm afraid of this forest going through. Darling, listen, I work. I cannot attend you. Then I cannot go, at least through the forest. Other parts I can go. Can you arrange? Oh, yes. His mother said, you have got a brother, you don't know. Really? I don't know? Yeah. I tell you, call him, he will answer you. He will take you through the forest, you request him. Brother, who is he? He said, Dina Bandhu. Oh, really? I have never heard. Actually, it's one name of Krishna. Dina means one is very humble. And he is friend to them. Anybody is humble? Even Christ said, one who is meek and humble, he can enter into the kingdom of God, in that realm. Now here we see how that boy next day came near the forest. He said, oh, I'm not going. Oh, mommy says after that. I said, the little boy, a girl asked, Mommy, what is this, Daddy? And whatever they say, they accept. But we don't accept as you grow up. Yes? Everybody gone through this thing. Daddy, Mommy said, darling, this is this, go, and this. And they accept it. But when you grow up and associate with outsiders, materialist, you become crooked. Always doubt. In general, everybody. Yes? Now what do you tell his father, mother? He will accept. But not later. Because of association. So that is Prabhupada made ISKCON. That is why I make his Gurukul. And he strictly follow, you get up result, and hey, 9 o'clock, quarter 9, we'll finish soon. So this boy, he's saying, Dinabandhu! And he's saying, nobody comes. At one point he frustrated, he's crying. Krishna feels compassion for him. He comes. Who are you? I am Dinabandhu. Oh, what you want? Please, I am not afraid, I cannot go to the jungle, I am afraid. Okay, come. No. I'm regularly going. Every day come, Dinabandhu. And he's going to come after some time. But we, Hare Krishna, may not think that we are associating with Krishna. Krishna is jumping on our tongue because what's the time? What is the time? How to finish this thing? That's like a job. It is an obligation. No obligation. Out of love and unflinching faith. How will you have faith? By association with Prabhupada. Association with one who has got strong conviction. Build up his conviction. Then we act. That is why Prabhupada made this ISKCON. Some said, no, I will alone do job. Mentally, so many things, he is haunted. That is the case of, the Saubhari Muni is going to water. I don't want to see the outside world. Maybe attracted. But there also something there. And some is doing meditation, close eyes. But something in past experience coming. This is Maya. Sometimes he's falling. So we have to again come back to pure devotee and follow his instruction. Now I think I have already taken more than 15 minutes extra. Maybe I have to stop somewhere like this. Let me finish the story. That boy, one day, the teacher's day is supposed to have a festival, everybody has festive mood. They are asking who will bring what. The students supposed to serve the Guru, just like Guru Dakshina type, modern school also, in those days. So they ask, what will bring? He's shy. He tried to hide himself. Because they are poor. His mother, somehow or other, tried to get bread and butter for his dal roti. Somehow or other. With so much difficulty working hard. So he knows I cannot. So he said, I will ask my mommy. He went to mom. Mommy said, darling, we cannot ourselves maintain ourselves. What to speak of giving some present to your Guru? Where will we get? So, ask your dada, brother. He can't solve all problems. Dinabandhu. He said, Dinabandhu. Dinabandhu said, tell your teacher, I will give some yogurt. Okay. Then each person will bring one item for everybody. For maintaining, entertaining. Hundreds of students and teacher together, they will be entertained, they will be fed. So what you will bring? Yogurt. You can bring yogurt? Yes. My mommy says, Dinabandhu says, but she's hiding so that they don't say he's very shy and timid. He cannot provide. The day they are looking for him, he came. Before going to school, he came that day. Went to school. Dinabandhu! Yeah. Okay. They said this. Yeah, I will bring. You tell, I will give some yogurt. Some quarter of a pound yogurt. And Dinabandhu gave it to him. He take. And he's a simple boy. He's hiding. He knows. The guy tease him. So we were looking for him. Where is he? Where is he? And he's hiding. Suddenly they found him. Hey, now come on. So many people has to eat. Where is your yogurt? This much. So many people you have to feed. Each person has to bring one item. You bought yogurt. So many people took to the room, storeroom, and put in a pot. Happened to be stayed in hand, the pot. And yogurt fell there. This for so many persons. Look at it. It's full. Again, full. Their yogurt also is full. And God is absolute. If you give God, God is also will give you. That do we have this faith? Ask yourself. We can ask ourselves. Om Purnamadaha Purna. Krishna is eating, but he's eating, no doubt. But not like our eating. He's still giving back this thing for you to eat. So kind. And simply eating that, you can become Krishna conscious. Use your tongue for eating only prasad and prasad only. That will become purified. Say Annamrita Pav, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Radha Krishna. We don't take prasad. Ask somebody, please have your chant Hare Krishna. Many guys don't chant. Why? It's not pure. It's not purified by taking prasad, associating. One boy asking his mother, he is ISKCON, so asked, Mommy, now your time is running out. Anything could happen any moment. Don't say, Mother, you will die. Nobody says in India. Mother, tell Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mother is listening at one point. Husband gone, at one mother got annoyed. I cannot say so many words here, Hare Krishna. Say Hare Krishna. I cannot say more. But she's saying so many things. I cannot say so many words. I won't say Hare Krishna, only 2 words. Why? She's like that. Because of our association past. No association with devotee. Though son is devotee, try to good for mother. He wants my mother also go back to God. Oh, mother. Bad luck. Because of association. Son wants, mother goes good destination. Every son, naturally. So mother brought him up. So anyway, work hard for him. Same thing. One wife sitting, husband to an old man, daddy paddy, sitting near Central Park in New York, near a lake. There is a lake there, sitting. And New York Times giving the picture, comic, only picture, only 1 or 2 words. The wife, old lady, asking her husband, chant, chant, chant. Wife is maybe reading newspaper, some channel. Can't. But not Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So you are all fortunate. All of us are. We came in association with Prabhupada and ISKCON. Our opportunity is knocking. And it's up to us how much seriously and sincerely follow Prabhupada's instruction and go back to Godhead. Even in this very life. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. This can be gone so many other example I thought I will tell. But I don't like to take too much time. I've got other things to do. Thank you very much for allowing me to serve you. Any question, comment? Then Haribol.